Morning!
It is Saturday, and it's 31 days till we go to Disney World. So we thought we'd come here and make a little video today to talk about all the things we're looking forward to the most for this trip we've got coming up.
Oh no, we don't have time for all the things. Some of the things.
The things we're most looking forward to.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, just if you don't know already, I'm Hannah, this is Scott.
Yeah.
We have a 14-year-old son, Kai, who comes to Disney with us. This trip we've got coming up in 31 days will be our 5th trip to Walt Disney World as a family. We haven't been for 2 years.
Yeah.
Last time we were there was August into September 2017. We're doing the same sort of time this year. But this year's a bit different because normally we just book the standard UK holiday package with free dining, mostly staying at moderate resorts. Like we've done French Quarter twice. We've done French Quarter.
It's Riverside.
Riverside. Why did I say French Quarter?
I don't know.
Anyway, Port Orleans Riverside we've done twice. Coronado Springs we've done once, and then in 2015 we actually forked out a little bit more money and we stayed at Wilderness Lodge, which was amazing.
It was amazing.
Anyway, this year we were going to do exactly the same thing again. We'd booked Coronado Springs.
Yeah, we'd already booked. And we because there was a really good deal on because of the work's going on. But we had already booked there. And we were really looking forward to it. It was going to be really cool. We wanted to go back, and especially with the new tower being built. Yeah,
we have been following that construction along every week, looking forward to it, looking forward to seeing it all done, knowing that it would be completed like a month before we arrived, being one of the first people getting to stay there.
And I really wanted the under construction pins.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have got that because it was done by then.
Oh, but I might. I'd have asked. Yeah, but I wanted those.
Probably would have.
But anyway.
Anyway, we're not staying there now because this year we bought DaVinci. So we are now DaVinci members, and we only did that like 2 months ago, I think.
Yeah, we've been trying for a while. We tried for a while. We tried last year, but things didn't work out. But yeah, so it happened. Those of you that know us, we've already spoken about it. So that happened kind of a couple of months ago. We got to... Then, because of that, change our plans. We got to cancel what we had booked, and we got to pick the trip that we wanted, which we did.
So we got what's called, I think, isn't it called like the welcome home like thing, which is when you have your first...
I don't know if it's in like an official...
No, I don't think it's official, but it's what, people talk about, where you book your first DaVinci trip and they basically pull out all the stops to make it absolutely magical. So
they kind of ask what you want. If you could have your dream trip, what do you want? So that's kind of pretty much what we picked, really. Yeah.
So our home resort is Copper Creek at Wilderness Lodge because we love that resort so much. It's our favourite. Just fell in love with it when we went there in 2015. So we're staying at Copper Creek for 5 nights. We then have 2 nights at Bay Lake Tower over on the monorail loop over by Magic Kingdom, and then the last 5 nights of our trip we are at Boardwalk.
Oh,
which Scott has been wanting to stay at forever.
Yeah, I know, but I've always wanted to stay at I've wanted to stay at the Contemporary, and I know, Bay Lake Tower is part of the Contemporary. It's not in the actual building, but it's next door. It's part of the same resort, so I've always wanted to stay there. So that's really cool. But I love the Boardwalk. I love the theming. I love the whole kind of style. I love the Boardwalk area, having that outside space. But I also love the fact that you can just walk into Epcot, because Epcot's my favourite park, our favourite park. That's really cool. Really cool. So really, really happy about that.
Okay, so that's what we've got coming up.
Oh, and you can walk to Hollywood Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Which, when we're there...
Star Wars Galaxy Edge opens while we're there.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool.
Which is crazy. Funnily enough, the day before they announced the opening date for Galaxy's Edge was our ADR day, where we made all our dining reservations for our dining plan, and we happened to have made, the day before, a Phantasmic dining package reservation at Hollywood and Vine in the studios. So turns out we have a dining reservation for Hollywood Studios on the day of Galaxy's Edge opening. So it's going to be an interesting day, to say the least.
No, it's going to be cool. Whatever happens, it's going to be cool. And in the days after the initial opening, for like guests, they're doing extra magic hours. They're opening the park up just for resort guests at like 6 a.m. So either way, it'll be cool. I don't mind queuing. I don't mind not going on the Falcon ride. I just want to just see it, be there, experience the opening. So yeah, whatever it takes, it'll be cool.
So that's the trip we've got coming up. We actually also have 2 nights at Hard Rock Hotel at Universal on the end of those 2 weeks at Disney as well. So it's safe to say this is like our biggest Disney trip ever.
It's not. Well, we always tag on like 3, 4, 5 days, either the beginning or the end of a 2-week Disney stay, so we can stay at Universal, do the kind of the mall outlet kind of stuff. And
we don't like to use up too much of our Disney time doing other things.
Disney time, and I love Harry Potter. I do. I love it. So Forbidden Journey is probably my favourite ride ever. So I've got to do that. So we always kind of do that. Universal's cool, but the Harry Potter stuff. If that wasn't there, I probably wouldn't go.
Really?
Well, it's cool. There's some cool stuff there, but Harry Potter is amazing. Anyway, that's that.
So that's the trip. So, with all that said, let's go through some
what we're looking forward
specific things, like real specific things, personal things that we're looking forward to.
Not too personal.
Well, all right, okay, family friendly and everything.
Right.
That we're both looking forward to.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go first, and I think you're going to agree with me on this one anyway. So, with like us both going first.
Go on.
I am really looking forward to, even though I'm going to be exhausted, walking through the doors of Wilderness Lodge for the very first time and hearing that welcome home.
Yeah, but it's going to mean welcome home.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like they said it when we checked in there in 2015, but we weren't DVC.
Did they say that at all resorts or just at DVC resorts?
I think they said just the DVC resorts. Let me know.
But we weren't DVC.
No.
Anyway.
So I think it was kind of lost on us.
I don't remember having other resorts.
Anyway.
It doesn't matter.
It's going to mean welcome home because it's our home resort.
But that still hasn't sunk in yet.
No.
We're not going to talk about DVC this today, but that still hasn't sunk in. So that's going to be really weird hearing that, and maybe that's when it will sink in.
But it's not just going to be that. It's going to be seeing that amazing lobby, the best lobby on Disney property again. It's so beautiful. The wood carvings, the stonework. It's
just a feel. I mean, we love the whole Pacific Northwest thing anyway.
Yeah.
We love Washington State, but it feels, it's so grand, but it feels so cozy. Something that's that big can feel so warm, and you just want to hang out there, sit on a rocking chair in front of the fire, smoke a pipe, and have it just
It feels like someone's house, doesn't it? Like a massive house, but it just has that cozy, warm, welcoming atmosphere. And I may cry. I think I will cry.
Yeah, you probably will.
So yeah, I think when you wait 2 years to get back to Disney World, it's just such a big moment, isn't it? And it's really emotional. Like every sacrifice you've made to save that money, and to put that time into getting ready to go there, it's just that moment you walk in, it's all worth it, and it's quite emotional.
Yeah.
So you agree that's one for both of us, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I've got so many, I don't know how to condense. Can I put some into a group?
No,
group things. I'm gonna group something. So I love I'm really old school with it, and I love the Disney dark rides, the original kind of dark or water ride. So like Splash Mountain. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I love Pirates. So I look forward to that. But it's when you're thinking about going back, and you think about the motion of the ride vehicles, or the smells and the sounds, and even in the queue, and especially in Pirates and stuff. But I think that's it's that feeling that you can't get that anywhere else. But also, Splash Mountain, because I love the song. I sing the song all the time.
You do?
I listen to Deep Park Radio a lot. And whenever it comes on Deep Park Radio, I'm like, yeah.
Well, the cool thing is, day one of our trip is in Magic Kingdom. Epcot's our favourite park, but it's become tradition for us that first day of the trip has to be Magic Kingdom.
You've got to go and... Yeah.
It's like you know, you got to go there and pay homage to the castle and just do all the things. So,
but it's the epitome of Disney. You've got to have that reveal of Main Street and the castle.
So we have, I think, don't we have fast passes for all 3 mountains that day?
Yeah.
So you get to tick off Splash Mountain,
Space Mountain, and Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, and I'm sure we can squeeze in some nice
we're
traditional dark rides for you as well.
We're going to Pirates as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it's the traditional stuff. But yeah, Pirates is one of my favourites. So yeah, I definitely look forward to Pirates, and I look like a pirate as well, so I can.
Yeah, you do. To be fair.
And I've not seen the new redhead scene.
No,
so I don't know how.
Didn't that open up? Well, not long after we left.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know, but I want to see the character. And I know in Disneyland, California,
she's out and about. She's like a meet and greet.
But that's not in Florida yet. But I want to see that.
She should be.
They should make a movie. They should make a movie. This is completely going off topic, but they should make a movie
based on the redhead.
The redhead pirate.
And who should play her?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Mm-hmm, we think so.
Of course. Who else?
Okay. Next one. I'm going to have to check my notes. I can't remember. I just literally sat here and made notes.
Like, you should just know.
Okay. I'm looking forward to, as sad as it's going to be, riding Spaceship Earth for the last time before it undergoes big changes.
And is the voice going to change?
Is it going to... Yeah.
Is it going to be Judi Dench? Judi Dench.
Yeah.
Because she's a cat now. Anyway, who's it going to be? Who could it be? Tom was it?
Well, we had Tom Hiddleston. We had a conversation about this recently, and we thought if they're going to change the voiceover,
or Benedict Cumberbatch. He would be cool because he's in.
It has to be British because before Judi Dench, it was Jeremy Irons, and I remember that from when I was.
But he did the tram tour in Paris.
Yeah. He did. So he's like.
He's had a shot. He's done his.
Yeah, but they might. No, they won't bring him back.
But it could be Daniel Craig because he's British. But
really.
But yeah, because he's modern British and he's Bond. But anyway, but Tom Hiddleston maybe, but I Benedict Cumberbatch.
I like the sound of that.
And he's better known the world over.
Who do you think should be the new voiceover for Spaceship Earth? Let us know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Spaceship Earth is just an awesome ride, and I'm glad that they're keeping everything up to that whole like newspaper.
Are they going to change the whole screen interaction animation thing, or is it just that part of the ride?
Yeah, I think they will.
And they're changing the whole scene.
Like, I know it sounds really silly because although it's about your life in the future, it's actually kind of dated.
It's like in the past. It's like the future from the past.
And to be fair, if you pull a really weird face on that camera at the beginning when you're going up the lift, you can break it.
Yeah, I've had my face like fall apart in the photo. It's really good.
You just
it doesn't do beards. It can't do beards.
It can't do beards, and it can't do like if you open your mouth and roar really loud.
Yeah.
Maybe not with the sound, but you've messed that photo up a few times. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so back to Epcot. This is a no-brainer for me. Is Le Cellier. So if you love really good food, and it is really good food. Le Cellier is fantastic. Probably not so good if you're a vegetarian or a vegan. If you like
steakhouse,
if you like meat, then Le Cellier in the Canada Pavilion in World Showcase. When we first went there, was it in 2012?
No, it was the first time. This kind of ties into one of mine. So one of mine on my list was having table service dining plan again.
This is mine.
Yeah, no, I'm not stealing it. I'm just kind of tying.
No, it's mine. Le Cellier because. But they used when we first went, whenever it was.
It was 2013.
2012. 12. 12. But they used to do this. You could get, was it a bottomless
chocolate raspberry milkshake?
It's so good. Like the steak is amazing. It's really good food.
I don't think they do that anymore though because we went back in 2015 and you couldn't order it.
No.
I still don't think they've brought it back.
No. So, but that aside, it's most a lot of the Disney restaurants are huge and can sound kind of like quite echoey, quite canteen-ish. Even some of the table service. But Le Cellier is very small. The theming, that whole kind of vintagey castle type theme, castle basement, well, the cellar, is, it's really cool. The service is really good, but the food is, it's fantastic.
It's really cozy. It's a nice kind of intimate atmosphere. Like if you're on a date night, it would be a really good place to go. But
it's just cool.
We took Kai there when he was quite young, and he liked it too. And it wasn't too bad a place to take kids either.
The food's great. I'm definitely having the poutine this year. But the Cellier, definitely. There's a few places I still want to eat. Like every time we go, I want to eat at the Cheesecake Factory. We've got to go to Mall Millennia for that. And every time our plans change, I've never got to go there.
I thwart them.
Yeah. Cheesecake's like my favourite thing.
I don't really like cheesecake.
Cheesecake and pizza.
Anyway, look, I'm just going to segue in here now with my dining plan.
Go on, sure, go.
I'm looking forward to being back on table service dining. We didn't have it last time. We just took the quick service. We didn't pay to upgrade it or anything. And the benefit of just being on the quick service dining plan is flexibility. You don't have to make a reservation. You can just eat where you want, when you want. And that side of it is really, really cool. But I just missed not being able to go to Le Cellier or to
it's the experience, isn't it?
And other places that we really like to eat.
What's the seas one where you're like next to the big fish tank?
Coral Reef.
Coral Reef.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's really cool. But if you sit near the glass of the tank, it's the entire wall, and there's like divers and stuff in there, and sharks and fish. But if you sit near there, everyone in the whole restaurant is kind of staring, not really staring at you, they're staring past you, but it looks like they're staring at you.
But if you're doing anything, to be honest, if you're doing anything weird, they will start looking at you.
Yeah. And we do stuff that's weird.
Yeah, maybe.
But so you're just sat there eating away and just a couple hundred people.
I was talking about liking restaurants, and suddenly you come in with not liking restaurants.
No, I like it.
Okay.
It's just weird. Be prepared. If you're sitting in the glass, be prepared.
It was really good food though. You don't remember what you ate there. I had some pork thing with veg and stuff. It was really nice.
Unlike Tim Tracker. Tim Tracker has burgers everywhere he goes, and I tend to have steak everywhere I go.
You do.
But anyway, was that your favourite thing then? That's what you're looking forward to, dining plan?
One of my favourite things is being back on table service dining plan because the quality of the food is better, restaurant experience is better. It's a really nice way to interact with cast members. We've had really cool conversations with cast members who have been our servers. And
character meets as well, because obviously a lot of them have characters.
Yeah, so I think, are we only doing one character dining experience? We've got a breakfast at
on the Garden Grill, the spinny one. Mm-hmm. In Living with the Land.
Which is good because it's a Mickey Mouse character.
Living with the Land. That's my favourite ride.
Your favourite ride?
No, it's one of my favourite rides. Living with the Land, it's stupid. It's a stupid ride, but it's one of my favourites. I love Living with the Land.
Stupid, it's amazing. No,
but it's not a ride. It's not a ride. It's not like,
It's not a thrill ride.
No, and it's not like a character ride, but, it's science.
It's educational.
It's
with hidden Mickeys.
Anyway, that wasn't one of my favourites. So you finished off yours because I've got mine.
I feel like I've covered it now.
Okay. I'm going to stay on food then. I'm going to stay on food.
Well, we're really,
and
that's
then food's a huge part.
Yeah.
Food is massive. But and this is part of the reason why I like Boardwalk is Food and Wine Festival. I love Food and Wine Festival. It's so cool, and all the various food booths. I love just going around, and we save all of our snack credits. You get on the dining plan, you get 2 snacks a day, and I'll save them up during the first week of the holiday. So it equates to kind of 4 or 5 snacks a day for the second week or for whenever we go to.
Yeah, we just kind of use maybe 1 snack credit a day.
Yeah, we don't use a lot.
1 a day.
But then, so for Food and Wine, because pretty much every single dish that you can get at Food and Wine is a snack credit. And that even at the Canada Pavilion, all right?
I just hiccuped. Sorry.
Even at the Canada Pavilion, you can get a fillet steak on, which is I think if you pay cash money, it's $8-9.
Well, if you saw our vlogs from 2017, you would see how much Scott liked the steak.
But you've got those dumplings that you like in Japan.
Yeah, but I didn't have them.
No, I had them. They're nice. Then what's the other one that I really like? The brisket in the American Pavilion.
Oh yeah,
that was
good.
so good.
Oh, and the duck bao buns at China.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that's
so
the thing. Is there's so much stuff, and you just go round and round, and just there's so many things to choose, and even at each pavilion there's different things on the menu, like the Bailey's brownie thing.
Oh, the chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
Kai loved that.
Yeah.
He had that a couple times. But yeah, Food and Wine, great. And all the better for the
and
fact
it looks amazing. It looks amazing. The entertainment's good.
Yeah.
Food.
They open it earlier now, which is what I was thinking.
Oh, and the grapefruit beer in Germany.
So, you're getting majorly distracted.
It's 31 days.
Okay, right. I'm going to pull it away from food for a minute.
Go on. Yeah.
Okay. I am looking forward to the merchandise. Because somehow, in 2 years, Disney have just completely upped their merchandise game massively. It's insane. So I think very shortly after we left the last time, that Harley Davidson store in Disney Springs closed, and then
it's still there. It's just moved.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, I don't have motorbikes.
I love Harley Davidson.
I just said that to annoy you. Anyway, that moved.
If Harley Davidson want to sponsor me for anything, then get in touch.
I'm sure they'll be on the phone.
I'm sure they're watching this right now.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Disney Star moved into that store, and how I heard it or read it or whatever is that obviously, if you go on something like Etsy or even eBay, to a certain extent, there are a lot of creative people who make and design t-shirts and clothing and other kinds of accessories, kind of Disney themed, using like puns or quotes or those kind of things. There's some amazing work out there, and I think Disney maybe ignored it for a while, but then they really sat up and took note and thought, we can't really stop this from happening, and people obviously have an appetite for it, so we're just going to do our own thing. So I think when they came to that realization, that's when their merchandise really changed, and it became more fun and more creative. Yeah. And I think they really woke up to the kind of thing that people wanted, and all that change has happened since we were last there, really. I think maybe it was starting to trickle in just before we left, but I like to go on Walt Disney World News Today, because they always put the new merchandise on there, so I always have a little look. And the amount of times I've looked, particularly in the last few months, and just I am so stressed about what I'm going to spend my spending money on, honestly.
I'm stressed about what she's going to spend her money on.
Because there's so much nice stuff, and I literally can't. I mean, like, in the last week we've had all those new leggings come out. They're super cool, and then the windbreakers. Those windbreakers look amazing. Even you like them.
Yeah, they're cool. I like those.
I don't know. It's and the patches. I can see me spending so much money on patches.
Yeah, if they keep upping the whole patch thing, that's really cool. That might be on par with the whole pin.
You couldn't get them last time we were there. We ended up buying some Star Wars Loungefly patches at a shop in City Walk over at Universal.
Yeah, what was
they
that?
They were the only place that we could get patches.
What's that shop called?
I can't remember. It was like a kind of pop culture type shop. It was cool. It was a cool shop.
So shopping, essentially, that's your
Lots
thing.
Lots of shopping, yeah.
Are we like all? Is this just Disney? Can I
Are you gonna
a little bit sideways?
Well, I think we're getting.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go a little bit sideways, just because people I might introduce it to people, and it might blow their mind.
Oh, I know where this is going. Go on.
Right. So there's two outlets. Outlet malls. There's Vineland, which is the one that's closer to Disney, and there's the International Drive one, which is closer to Universal, which is right at the far end, at the end of International Drive. It's next to opposite there. There was like this shopping centre, the Artigan shopping centre, and they used to have really cool shop and like an indoor kind of independent market stall type shops, but that closed down, didn't it, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, that's where
Adam Nawu and Justin Scar did a thing there, but it closed down recently after.
If you saw our last video about us getting our DVC membership, the flag on the wall behind us, we bought in a little vintage market stall.
Yeah, because of World War II flag,
Yeah, and it's a real World War II ship flag.
Yeah. Anyway, but next to the Artigan is Bass Pro Outdoor World. And it's
like a theme park all on its own.
Oh, it's so cool, and it's good for breakfast. But it's like you don't get anything. Like if you're in the States, you know this, and you know the place, and you might think it's cool. It might just be normal for you, but we don't get this kind of stuff in the UK. It's really it's a massive, huge. If you take like a Wickes B&Q type place, like size wise, and times that by 4 or 5, and it's just about outdoor stuff from hunting, fishing, clothing, hiking, camping, adventure, or you name it, it does it. In the middle, there's like a massive mountain, loads of animals on, with a massive like lake fish tank thing with loads of fish in it. They sell like ATVs and speedboats and
gun safes
and lots of guns, and like Kai loves the ghillie suits, the whole sniper camo stuff, but like regular clothing. It's right in the middle.
Anything that you could possibly conceive of.
In Realtree camo. It's amazing. I love it. And in the middle, next to that whole mountain thing, there's like a massive log cabin. It's not that massive, but a log cabin that's kind of like a restaurant, and they do kind of food there because it's a restaurants do food. That's what they do.
Yeah, they do.
But we went there for breakfast. You might have seen it on one of our vlogs from the last trip there. And it's like stupid cheap. It's like really cheap.
Oh, the three of us had breakfast with refills on our drinks.
Free refills with like the kind of McDonald's style breakfast muffins.
For like $11.
It wasn't even that much. I don't know, but it was three of us.
It was so cheap.
And it was really good. But the places, they do a Realtree camo, like Lazy Boy style recliner. If I could get that in my carry-on right now.
In your carry-on?
Right now. Yeah, I know.
Small disclaimer though. If you are opposed to hunting or a vegetarian or vegan.
There's no hunting going on in there.
No, but there's a lot of taxidermy. So if that's not your thing, you probably don't want to go there.
But if you like Realtree camo or you like check shirts,
there's some really nice clothing there.
But loads of homeware as well. Like loads of homeware.
Just all in camo.
But yeah, it's not all in camo. It's just an experience. It's like a theme park, but it's not. It's just a regular store. But it's cool. So I love it, and I can't go to the States without going to Bass Pro.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to Disney to end this. Okay, thing I'm looking forward to most of all. It's a two in one. A
twofer.
I'm looking forward to seeing Happily Ever After again, because we somehow managed to put that off until kind of like the almost the last night last time.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I'm personally in the camp of preferring it over Wishes. But I loved it, so I really want to try and see it twice this year at least. So there's that, but also Illuminations is going away at Epcot, and we will be one of the last people to see it, kind of, because it ends at the end of September, and we'll be there at the start of September. There are some people who think that Illuminations is better than Happily Ever After. I don't know that I could say that. It's very different.
It's different. Oh, top tip. Stand at the top of the steps by Mitsukoshi, the Japanese store and the restaurant. What's the restaurant called?
It's Tokyo Dining at the front.
If you go up to the top of the steps at the front.
But be considerate and don't block the view of the people that have like booked their table to sit and eat their food and watch the fireworks. That's kind of.
But yeah,
there's a little halfway point in the stairs up.
Well, you can sit on the stairs, or you can just like lean on the railing on the ledge thing. It's really
good viewpoint.
But you get a view across all of World Showcase, all of the lake. Fireworks,
I'll pop a link below in the description to our vlog from when we did that. You'll see a little clip of the fireworks show to see what the view's like. It is really, really good.
And there'll be a link for the Bass Pro thing as well.
Okay.
But you can't have that as the last one though, because if you're talking about like show and fireworks, then we've got to be looking forward to Not So Scary. Because that parade and fireworks show and the
new fireworks show, because Hallow Wishes is gone. It's gone.
What about the projection mapping on the? Is that different? Is it new?
Well, what?
Because they did the whole projection mapping on the
castle.
Yeah,
that was all just part of Hallow Wishes. It wasn't that detailed projection mapping, not like Happily Ever After style. It was just kind of shapes and stuff.
Is Oogie Boogie still going to be there?
I would he's a big factor in Halloween, isn't he?
Yeah.
So new fireworks show, castle show for Not So Scary, and you know what? We almost ended this without mentioning the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Well,
which is, like we mentioned it a tiny bit at the beginning, but it really should count in this.
The thing is, it's anticipation. So it's things that we're looking forward to that we know that we've done. There's anticipation for Star Wars, but we're probably going to be
feelings of excitement and a little anxiety. I'm not going to lie, the crowds thing for me. Yeah. I'm normally okay in a crowd, but I'm actually quite scared about what it might be like.
But bonus, Pandora's going to be quiet.
Yeah.
Flight of Passage. But I think it'll be okay. But I think we'll be talking about, like Galaxy's Edge, so much in the future when we've seen it. That yes, just a little anticipation. Really looking forward to it. Huge Star Wars fan. I was born in 1977, the year of Star Wars.
Somehow you claim it to be your own because of that.
If you're born in 1977, the year Star Wars was born, then it's like you're a twin.
Little secret, I didn't watch Star Wars until I met Scott. And to be fair, I met you in 1996, and I bought Scott when George Lucas remastered the original trilogy
Ruined.
And brought them out. I think it was 1997 on videotapes, VHS tapes. I bought them for you for Christmas, but I did unwrap the cellophane and let my little brother watch them, and I watched them with him. And then I wrapped them up in Christmas paper and gave them to you as a new gift.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we do look forward to that, but the crowds will be crazy. So hopefully the kind of the extra magic hammers will be of benefit. I just want to see it. I do want to buy a lightsaber, but I want to see it. I want to ride the Falcon, but if I can just go in, like, be in awe of the place, and
you just want to see the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Just to see it.
Oh, come on, yeah.
In full scale.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really cool. But food, mostly food. We're looking forward to mostly food.
And nice weather.
Yeah. And Harry Potter.
So yeah, I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah, and we'll probably do another one. We might do this more often. We might do this maybe weekly.
Yeah.
Maybe weekly. So we might do one next week. If there's any topics that you want us to do, then kind of
let us know. Just comment down below and let us know what you'd want to know. If there's anything you want to know specifically about the trip that we've got coming up, or anything that you'd like us to talk about, then yeah, let us know and we'll come back and do some more.
If you want to know more about Bass Pro, just let me know. We could do a whole episode just on Bass Pro. I'll wear my camo. It'd be amazing.
Oh no, please don't. Anyway, on that note.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.